Okay, what you're telling me does not make any sense. You don't have a phone, but somehow your mom is able to contact you. So, how could you be a daddy's boy if your mom is telling you your father has passed and you don't even know? Court is calling.
Welcome back to the courtroom, where a defendant's story is unraveling in real time. Juan Carlos Mejia is facing a probation revocation that could send him to prison for a decade. His defense? His father died, sending him into a mental health tailspin. But the judge isn't buying it, and she's about to dissect his alibi with the precision of a surgeon. This is a masterclass in spotting a fabricated story, and the stakes couldn't be higher.
2024 CR 6583 State versus Juan Carlos Mejia. Can I have parties announced?
Duffy Pitlock for the state of Texas, Your Honor.
Alfonso Otero on behalf of Mr. Mejia.
And are you Juan Carlos Mejia?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision and cause? I'm sorry. Did you review the document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Juan Carlos Mejia, aka Juan Manuel Mejia, who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2024 CR 6583 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams on September 10th, 2024 for a period of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Violation of condition number 4. In Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Juan Carlos Mejia, aka Juan Manuel Mejia, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the month of December 2024 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
The state will waive and abandon the remaining violation.
Any objection?
No, Judge.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor.
Yes.
That is to deny the state's motion to continue probationer on deferred adjudication, but to amend conditions to now include local ISF followed by ISP supervision.
It's coming up slowly. Something's happening with my computer. Yes.
There's not been any progress, Judge.
All right. You want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Juan Manuel Mejia.
All right. So, have you ever reported to probation?
No, ma'am.
All right. So you've done nothing?
No, ma'am.
Why have you not reported to probation?
Because my father had passed away
When?
2 days ago when I got out.
When? What date? When is this?
I don't know the date, ma'am, but 2 days I got out, my mom called me. He said that my father had passed away. He had cancer.
Mhm.
And then I was going through a mental issue because I'm a daddy's boy.
So, but nobody's seen you for close to a year. So that's October, November, December. That's 3 months. Did you call probation at any time?
No, man.
Then there's January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Here we are. And you haven't done anything. You never contacted probation. We can't help you if you don't contact anyone.
And there it is, the moment the entire case collapses. The judge just pinpointed the fatal flaw in his story. How can you be a devoted daddy's boy but have no idea your own father has passed away until your mom tracks down a random friend to tell you? The logic doesn't hold. His attorney tries to pivot to a mental health defense, arguing PTSD and psychosis prevented him from reporting. But the judge's point is brutal and simple. The system can't help you if you completely disappear. This raises a huge ethical question. Should severe, untreated mental illness be a valid excuse for violating probation, or is personal accountability always the bottom line? Where do you stand? Let me know in the comments.
I don't think you're a good candidate for probation.
Because I'm homeless, I ain't had no phone, none of that.
Did your mom have a phone? How did your mom contact you to let you know that your father had passed?
Because our friend had a phone, and plus I didn't know with the probation number.
Okay, what you're telling me does not make any sense. You don't have a phone, but somehow your mom is able to contact you. And then she contacts you because another friend has a phone. How did your mom know you were with this friend?
Because she knew I was staying with him.
Mhm.
Because my mom don't let me in her house. Like
Mhm.
the stuff I done past
All right. And so were you checking in on your father?
this one.
So how could you be a daddy's boy if your mom is telling you your father has passed and you don't even know? That doesn't make any sense to me.
When I got out, you're right.
So, I mean, you haven't done anything. So I don't think you're appropriate candidate for probation. I mean, we require that the bare minimum is reporting. All you have to do is pick up the phone and call probation. I don't think you're a good candidate. So I'm going to grant the motion, find you guilty, and revoke. Any recommendation for time?
Your Honor, I believe it's third degree 2 to 10. The state would ask for 4 years.
I mean, before that, I'd like to ask some questions
Sure.
to the probationer.
Yes. And who knows, maybe the state will change. I don't know. So you may ask some questions.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Mejia, once you got out of jail and put in probation, where did you go to?
I ain't had no home.
Yes, and where did you go?
I ain't had no home until my friend told me I could stay there for a couple of days. After that, I left.
Okay, and how long were you there with your friend?
3 days.
Okay, and after you were there for 2 days, where did you go next?
The streets, I was just homeless,
Okay,
sleeping on the streets.
and do you have, at that time, do you have employment? Okay, and did you try to get some employment?
No,
Okay. Um, as far as you know, do you suffer from any mental illness?
yes,
And what that mental illness is?
PTSD.
And do you take medications for that?
Yeah,
Are you regularly on medications for your PTSD?
not when I was out there.
And why would you not able to get your medication when you were out there homeless?
Because I got a couple problems, like mental ill problems. I could barely understand.
Okay, but you understand now?
Yes, because I'm on these meds.
And when did you start taking your meds?
When I came from the other county, and they brought me over here, and I've been over there for like 3 months, and then I've been taking them since then. And I feel
Okay.
like I'm in the right state of mind.
And do you have insurance?
No,
Do you have any money to pay for your medications yourself?
no.
Okay. And if you can explain to us, if you don't take your medication, what happens to your mind?
I start having flashbacks, and I start having psychosis. It's more to it. It's not just that.
Okay, and when you say flashbacks and psychosis, can you just give us an example of that experience?
Like my uncle, he used to hang himself, and I got real problems. If I don't, like real things, bad things could really happen to me.
Okay, and so once you get out on probation, you heard that your dad passed away. Is that right?
Yeah, and that a lot bad. That
Okay, and you didn't have any access for your medication during that time, did you?
you
And were you having these psychotic episodes?
yes, sir.
No. And why is the reason that could not get employment?
And, I was getting SSI.
Okay. And who gets your SSI check?
My mom,
And is your mom giving you some of that money for you to purchase your medication?
you know,
Okay. And if you're on your medication and you receive treatment, do you think you would be able to follow the instructions of probation?
yes, sir.
And do you think you may be um, benefited if we can find a sort of probation with treatment for both your mental illness and probably some drug problems?
Yes, sir.
And is that you would ask the court to do?
Yes, sir.
I have no more questions. Sir.
Any questions?
State has no questions, Your Honor.
All right, so you were released and you went to go live with your friend because your mom doesn't want you living with her. Is that correct?
No, I was homeless for a little bit, and then he called my other homie with the phone, and they were talking, and he told me, I told him I'm homeless, I ain't got nowhere to go, that I could stay for a couple of days.
No. My question is, you were released from custody and you can't live with your mom. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And so 2 days later, you are living with this friend,
Yes, ma'am.
and then something ends up happening with that living arrangement, and then you become homeless again.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I didn't hear anything in between there that he went to his father's funeral, that anything happened with that. The only thing I know is he's saying his father passed, which I still have nothing to show that that's true. His mother, who doesn't want anything to do with him, calls around and happens to know some friend, random friend, that reached out to him. I don't know how that friend reached out to him because he said he didn't have a phone, but she reaches out to this random person, lets him know his father has passed, and he goes into a tailspin and doesn't report for approximately 10, 11 months. Is that what happened?
It's the problem here is that we don't have the mom to ask her those questions.
Mhm.
And so it would be very difficult for any of us to know what exactly happened.
No, I'm just listening to his story and following what he's saying. I still don't have an explanation for why he didn't find his way to probation, or why, since this friend has a phone, why didn't he call probation? He's saying he doesn't know probation's number, but when they go over conditions with you, they give you that information of who to contact.
I hear that, but I also hear that he did not have medication, that he was having psychotic episodes, that he suffered from hallucinations and flashbacks, and had no money, had no home, and so we can do that if the court wants to hear from the mom.
No, I don't
or
need
anyone
to.
else. That'd be
I don't need to hear
great.
from mom.
And so here we are. And by way of argument, we know, and he has admitted that he has not reported. But we also know that the defendant has a mental problem. I mean, I don't have the documents with me, but I think if we can take that as face value.
No, I'm going to accept that as true, but my whole issue is nobody can give somebody help if they don't even show up. That's the bare minimum. He's just disappeared. Nobody knows what he's been doing. He says he's been homeless. I'm going to take that as a fact that he has been homeless, but he has still not presented the court with a reason why he couldn't report to probation. So I don't think he's appropriate for probation. The court is finding violation of condition number 4 true. The court is going to find him guilty and the court is going to revoke. So, state, are you still requesting the 4 years?
Your Honor, the state would go down to 3.
All right, the state is requesting 3 years.
2.
All right. The court is going to sentence you to 3 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served, and the court will recommend the therapeutic community. All right, did you review the trial court certification of defendants' rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? You have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were on deferred adjudication. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. I recommend that the therapeutic community for you. They will help with any type of mental health issues you may be suffering from or any type of drug addictions. Good luck to you, sir.
And that's a wrap on a tragic case of self-sabotage. The judge found the probation violation true and sentenced Juan Carlos Mejia to 3 years in prison, though she did recommend a therapeutic community for his mental health and addiction issues. The ruling underscores a fundamental principle of the justice system. Help is available, but it requires you to take the first, basic step of showing up. The judge expressed skepticism about his story, but ultimately ruled on his actions, or lack thereof. The broader takeaway? The court can be compassionate, but it cannot operate on trust alone. It requires verifiable action and accountability.